What's going on, everybody? The Hair here. Super upset. Not excited like normal. Super upset. Your Las Vegas Raiders lose to the Giants. Lose by a touchdown. Lose by 7 points. Don't know where to start with this one. Just very disappointed coming off a bye week. Yes, I understand there's been all these troubles and tribulations with the team going on with the Gruden stuff, the Henry Ruggs stuff. We won't mention it. But yes, no excuse coming off a bye. Against a lowly Giants team, missing Saquon Barkley, their main running back, missing a few pieces, and they still come up short. Now, real quick, when we talk about this game, you're talking about a Raiders team that was 5-2, leading the AFC West. Things seem to be okay on the football side, but as soon as the game started, it seemed like the Giants were the better team. They were, trying harder. They had more effort. Don't know what to say. And one thing I will say, too, this was by far Derek Carr's worst game of the season. Had 2 picks, 1 pick six. The last fumble he had at the end I wouldn't necessarily say that was all him, but he should have a clock in his head. He was holding it for a little bit. But, Leonard Williams was killing it. He got him twice on that drive. So hats off to Williams, hats off to the Giants. Their defense was just clamping us all game. The 2-6, now 3-6 Giants, or one of those. Yeah, so, they were, hats off to the Giants, too. They have lost a lot of games in the fourth quarter, also to the Chiefs this past week, to the Falcons, too, and they just found a way to lose. This game, they found a way to win. They were the more aggressive team. Danny Dimes, yes, he didn't throw that much yards, but he was very accurate the ones he did throw. Carr was off. This is probably his worst game of the season. He was showing a lot of tendencies that he had done in the past. The floating balls look like he's punting it instead of throwing it. The floaters, the misreads, the overthrows, which were killers too. And it's not a good week to be a Raider fan. Yes, very bad. Now, I do think Ruggs was missing as far as the deep ball threat. It looks like the defense, anyways, of the Giants, they weren't very scared of our receivers. Weren't scared of Renfro, weren't scared of Zay Jones, weren't scared of Bryan Edwards. It seemed like, and of course you have a quarterback that wasn't throwing very accurate either, so a lot of badness going on. And on the Raiders side, again, hats off to the Giants. I don't take anything away from them. They were the better team today, and they played their asses off. We did not. We got, they outplayed us. We had chances at the end. We had a chance at the very end too, but yeah, like I said, Leonard Williams just blew it up and strip sack Carr, and that's all she wrote. That was basically it. So one thing I think will happen, I think we will sign one of 2 or possibly both of Deshaun Jackson, who we have had a meeting with already, and then OBJ, of course, who's the elephant in the room. The OBJ, he has been in talks, not in talks, but he's been rumors with the Raiders. So it's just one of those things. And next week, yes, wanted to make sure I got it correctly. Next week we have the Chiefs, which they've been, pretty bad, but their offense, of course, is always elite. You have Travis Kelce, you have Tyreek Hill, who's a game breaker, and then Patrick Mahomes, who's had a rough season, throwing a lot of picks and all that. He's still Patrick Mahomes still. I wouldn't be surprised if he diced up our defense. Can we win that game? Sure, their defense is horrible, but it's going to be a tough game. Now, I do want to see more of Mariota too. This isn't a knock at Carr. I want to see more of him in the game. Seems like the defense are on their heels when he's in because he could run and, yes, of course, do little passes too. The option looked great. Yes, there's only one play, but still. Hope we can bounce back next week. But yes, horrible loss. Defense, we could not stop Booker at all. Booker killed his former team in the Las Vegas Raiders. Killed us. Could not stop Booker. And like I said, Danny Dimes threw it when it counted, got it when it counted, did it when he needed to. Other than that, it is what it is. Las Vegas Raiders are now 5-3, tied with the Broncos now for first place in the AFC West, and we'll see what happens with the later games going on. But horrible loss, terrible loss. It is what it is. It happens. Hair out.